Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to be doing some more Obs Casting. I just did a set, took a little 10-minute break, now I'm back. So let's get this show on the road. Well, I guess I'll do some Obs, whatever. I was going to maybe look for some replays to do, but not a big deal. Why can't I paste it? Whatever, I'll just manually put it in. Twitch TV. Looks like Toast disconnected. Apparently Blaze disconnected. Killer Beast has left and Flame has joined. But we're still going. We're still going. It's alright. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Oh, Flame has left. Psycho Killer has joined. I believe the host probably will start again because he just did not that long ago. No, we're starting. Evergreen has joined, and that's the fun of this new way that Blizzard introduced, or they made it so that the countdown stopped if people left, which makes sense because in a custom game, if you have a certain number of people, like let's say one of the players in a 1v1 game leaves, then why would you still want the game to happen? So I mean, or disconnects. Why would you want the game to continue? So it does make sense. I just wish people were a little bit more. If they were going to start the game, then start the game. If they're going to wait, then wait. I guess. But well, anyways, now we're here. So all that good stuff. Looks like not a lot of people want to play. Not a big deal. Might have to play again. Hopefully it doesn't lag like last time. That was super horrible. I'm just it pissed me off so much. Whatever. Oh, why is it? Darn it. 1 second. It's Twitch now. I don't know why XSplit doesn't update it, but it's Twitch now. Justin TV split, so that Twitch TV is it's the same as Justin TV, it's the same owners and whatnot, but it's only for gaming. So. Alright, well anyways, looks like Nestle Dasani has spawned as our Protoss player. Violet colored, some people call it like a darker blue, but it's really more of a violet, and actually Blizzard calls it violets, so I do too. And well, he's at 3 o'clock here, and his opponent looks like he is Psycho Killer, spawned at the 6 o'clock as our, I guess the gray-blue Zerg player. So looks like he's going to do a hat trick, or not a hat trick trick, an extractor trick. Get out some extra drone. Did he even build that extra drone yet? Oh, he did. He's just apparently not going to cancel the hatchery or the extractor, which is totally confusing. Because why would you ever want an extractor this soon? You never do. You never actually do. Anyway, 2 more drones coming off the line here. Extractor now finished. No pool. This might totally confuse Protoss because, I mean, there's no Zerg build that does it like this, and for good reason, because you don't really need that much gas. So we'll see when he puts on that pool. I believe he's probably just trying to time it so that he gets the fast speed, but I mean, you really just don't need it that early. So I do wonder when that pool's going to go down. I wonder if he's going to go hatch first. Looks like this drone is out here, so he might actually go hatch first. He doesn't have the money for it yet, so it's going to be like a minute before he gets it. If he does decide to go hatch first, looks like he's just going to chase around the drone for now. Meanwhile, Protoss camp looks like he's just adding on a gateway, getting the assimilator at the right times and all that for the normal builds and whatnot. Apparently he's going to cancel the assimilator. That's totally strange to me. Apparently he's going to add on the second gateway. He sees that Zerg has screwed up, so he's just going to go 2 gateway. Which pretty much means that, this pool isn't going down now, so Zerg will probably be alright if he builds Zerglings and he scouts it, but it doesn't look like he's going to scout it, so I mean, Zerg might be totally screwed here. He even has the Overlord over here instead of at, I'd like to reposition him once I realize that my opponent is in the close position. Second Overlord just kind of hanging out at the back of his base, not really doing anything, not really even seeing anything else that he normally wouldn't see. Just going to chill there. It looks like he might be expanding with that. Nope, he's going to be scouting with that. So that drone is going to be going to the Protoss base in the close position now. So Zealots are going to be coming out here. Now, since Zerg did go pool and does not have a hatchery at all, a second hatchery at all, Protoss is going to be favored if they just trade blows. Protoss is going to be able to keep adding on probes, maybe tech up, maybe just get up some extra gateways. Looks like he is adding on the assimilator, so he's probably going to be adding on a cybernetics core next. What is that? That's a pylon. But yeah, Zerg, okay, so he's putting down a spine crawler, but if he tries to expand, it's going to be super hard to do so, and that probe's going to block it even. So, I mean, okay, so 4 Zerglings out now. I'm going to be pushing away that probe, and we'll see. Well, how much gas does he actually have? He's almost got enough for it. He did kind of pull some guys out right away, just because he realized, okay, I'm not going to, be able to. Or actually, yeah, he's already getting the speed. So I mean, he's going to save up another 2 or another 100, probably for a layer. But yeah, the Zerglings or Zealots are in here now. The spine is just about finished, but he did take some extra damage on it. Zerglings killing off now, and even drones have been pulled off the line, taking some extra damage. But it looks like he's going to be okay against that early attack. But we'll see if Nestle here decides to keep adding on some Zealots. Well, it looks like he's even chronoing out another one. Looks like he's a little bit late with that. I mean, when he attacked, he probably just didn't build guys, just bad macro skills. But I mean, it looks like he's probably going to be alright. Zergling's now actually popping in here. He does have the speed finished, and since he only has 1 Zealot there, actually Zerg can do a lot of damage here. If he just keeps adding on Zerglings, he can do a lot of damage. But at the same time, 2 Zealots popping out at the same time is kind of something to be afraid of. I mean, that's a lot of Zealots. Like, for example, in my 11 overpool build, I'd have a lot of Zerglings up here. And actually, it does kill off a 2-gate if you don't go Cyber. You need to get a Cyber, you need to get something else with it, either a Sentry or a Stalker, and just have a really good micro and whatnot. Make sure that you don't let the Zerglings into your base. Make sure that only 1 Zergling is attacking your Zealot at one time, and that's really going to help you out. So, like, actually, if Protoss wanted to, he could have put the gateway here, Cybernetics here, and have the choke here, and then only 1 Zergling can attack you. So, I mean, that's actually a much better wall than what we're actually seeing here. So the 11 overpull would actually probably still do a lot of damage against this. So, I mean, if I was playing, then Protoss would be in a lot of trouble. But I mean, even though he went 2-gate like that, but I don't know. It looks like he's going to be expanding. He does have a 3rd gate on the way. The Orb Gate technology is going to be chronoed out, and it's going to be on the way and finished in just a moment. Hatchery now finished at the Zerg Natural. He does have some Banelings being morphed here. Now, Banelings are very good against Zealots, but not so good against Sentries, not so good against Stalkers. So, I mean, you can force field them, make sure they can't attack you, and then even force field it so they can't run away, and then you just lose a bunch of Banelings and Zerglings for nothing, and it's just super annoying. So you gotta be really careful with that kind of thing. So, and since Zerg's hatchery was so late, doesn't have a ton of drones back here. He's getting the layer, which is good. He's, maybe going to be able to do some kind of early aggression with some Hydralisks or something like that. But all these units are just kind of sitting here not being used, which is not very good for Zergs. I mean, you definitely do not want to get units and drones and tech. I mean, it's just like a very bad play because you want to get like one thing if possible, maybe 2 of those things. Doing all 3 is not good. If you try to tech and go eco, then you're playing very risky and you're probably going to lose. But this kind of play, it's like it just doesn't have enough military units, doesn't have the economy, doesn't have, there's some good force fields going on, so I mean, he's not going to be able to do much at all. I mean, he's just losing a bunch of Zerglings now. Those Banelings pops on just a couple of Zealots, and it just, like I said, didn't do much. So that's really the reason why you don't see a lot of Baneling busts against Protoss, because this sort of thing just kind of happens. And if they have good force fielding skills, then you are totally screwed. So, anyways, what is he getting? He's getting a Roach War now. He's going to switch over to Roaches, looks like. Not a lot of drones out here. Try to do that early aggression. If you're going to go early aggression, go early aggression. Don't get tech. Don't get economy. Just build guys like crazy. And if you have extra money and you're spending all of your larvae, maybe you want to expand, maybe you want to throw down some tech, then. But in this situation, obviously he doesn't have a ton of drones here. He has 2 hatcheries, not even a second queen. He's not even spewing larvae with his first queen. So, I mean, he's just in such a bad position. I don't know. Zerg's just totally losing it here. If Protoss attacked right now, Zerg would be in trouble. Looks like Zerg tried to do some more damage. Looks like Jelly is lagging. Hopefully it doesn't continue, because lag is just not cool. That's cool, especially when I'm casting. So, hopefully it cleans that up or leaves. We'll see. Well, anyways, another great gateway being added on here. Since he does have that extra base, it's not like he's all in or anything like that, so don't think of it as a 4-gate because it's 10 minutes in. 4 gates at 10 minutes in is very normal if you're not doing the 4 gates cheese. I consider it cheese anyway. But he is going to be adding on a Robo, a couple more pylons here. But yeah, like I said, Zerg just so far behind. He has a couple of roaches out here. Not really going to be able to use them, but since they are in the close positions, you pretty much have to get some kind of military units. So I mean that does affect your play quite a bit. You just got to be really careful with just not building drones, because I mean drones are just so fundamental as Zerg. You need to have a ton of drones, a ton of economy to really deal with your opponent. Well, here it goes. Looks like Protoss definitely has way too many guys for Zerg to deal with. He's going to lose everything pretty much for nothing. And he's even trying to run them away without them, while they're trapped, so that's even worse, because Protoss wasn't taking any extra damage at all either, so Zerg just totally screwed now, and well, once Protoss pushes, I believe Zerg will probably be given the GG. The GG. Well, here he comes. Alright, lots of Stalkers, plenty, actually a very healthy mix of everything. Can be just fine against whatever comes his way. What? Apparently that was just yeah, Red's saying they kind of just glitch and get stuck there, and well, if you're trying to move them and they are completely surrounded by either one force field or two force fields or three, or a force field, a couple of zealots, or just all zealots, they're not going to do much. They're just going to sit there and try to run away while they take damage. So I mean, that's pretty much what just happened there, and that's exactly what you don't want to be doing, because I mean, you want to do at least a little bit of damage if possible. Because I mean, he was going to die either way. That Roach was. So, anyways, bunch of roaches out here, but there is a lot of good guys out here from Protoss. If you move back a little bit, he would be doing a little bit better. Just to negate the fact that these roaches can't attack unless you're up close, And he was up close, so they were attacking. But anyways, drone's being pulled off the line here, and if Zerg pulls this off, that's fine and dandy, but he's still not going to win, because I mean, he's losing all of his drones. There's nothing at the natural, nothing at the main, and well, nothing's happening. He's even a sentry just kind of sitting there. Protoss added on some more guys now. He does not have a proxy pylon. Looks like Zerg did manage to beat all those guys up, but and he's moving out here with an all-in. But Protoss with all his probes and whatnot, all he has to do is defend this, and he absolutely wins, no contest, because Zerg would have to restart building everything one by one, and that's just not good. So, alright, so the probes have been pulled off the line there, and well, Zerg is not having it. Actually, saw some roaches left. This is actually kind of interesting. Well, he lost a bunch of roaches there, so yeah, like I said, oh, no, Mortal's out as well, so Zerg totally screwed. And there it is, nobody's left, and there's a GG from Psycho Killer. So Nestle Dasani taking the win. I'm not sure if he's listening to the stream. He might be, because he was in the last one. Looks like I have 3 viewers, no big deal. For Nestle, what he could have done better is, I mean, in that situation, it's really hard to say. I wasn't really paying attention closely to his macro. It looked like he was doing all right with macro. It looked like he, did the 2-gate, which was fine. That's a good decision to make when your Zerg player is making a huge mistake and going extractive before everything else and all that stuff, and just having a very late hatchery. And then he saw his opponent was, not going to be attacking. He was adding on units, but not enough. So I was like, okay, I can just expand, and that's what he did. So I mean, the 3-gate expand worked perfectly fine. There really wasn't much to it, so that is that. There really isn't much to say on terms of Nestle here. Well, anyways, this game looks like Nestle Darsani has spawned at the top 12 o'clock position as our Violets Protoss. And he's just adding on a pylon and the normal spots at the normal time. Zerg is Golden Talon. Looks like he did the extractor trick, get out an extra drone.